Hi, friends. It's Adam, the crippled cowboy. Welcome to another video. This one is about sleep issues that come with multiple sclerosis. Everyone has sleep issues, obviously. Well, I'm different, but I know a lot of people have had them for their whole life. Um, my average was different than other people's average. Now that I'm looking back and I'm learning these things, but come to find out, sleep's important. So if there's a way that you can mess with it, like I'm doing actually right now, is I'm trying to get a full night's sleep because of multiple sclerosis. I'll tell you about that in a minute. On average, I think if I remember correctly, they're saying like 8 to 10 hours of sleep, and you're really good. And if you're sick, that really doesn't happen. So that's I don't know if that happens for anyone, but the issues that the loss of sleep bring are they're like underestimated. So speaking from my own experience with my sleep issues is, say someone sleeps 6 7 hours a night. I would love to sleep 6 or 7 hours a night. For me, it's kind of like two, maybe three. If I'm lucky, I might get four. So, what happened was my sleep for the daytime, um, it changes. So it's like I have to take these cat nap things. Uh, Thinking now, it happened throughout my whole life. I would just shut off, and every roommate I ever had, every job I ever had, there's several times where I just fell asleep and I couldn't help it because my sleep pattern was so messed up from what was happening to me. So I'll catch these little cat naps. They keep the bad fatigue away. And the cat naps that I take for multiple sclerosis can range anywhere from 20 minutes to a couple hours. Um, Typically, it's like 20 minutes to like 40 minutes would be a simple cat nap. But then there are these things that happen where you just shut off. And you kind of can't help when that happens. And sometimes these cat naps will go from 20 minutes to 7 hours, sometimes longer. I think the longest I've ever been in bed was 22 hours, where I've actually was like laying in the bed to the point where I was like, I can't take this anymore. I had to get up. So there are a lot of issues that MS sleep brings. The best I could tell anyone is sleep when you have to. If you could keep it very trained, good for you. I can't train it unless there was an addition, which is my next topic, and that's the medication that can go with having sleep issues. I've had them. There's a bunch, and I never came across anything that does well. Like, yes, they help you sleep, but I noticed you reach for them. It's almost like a weird psychological addiction. I don't know if it's psychological, I don't know if it's physical, whatever, but there's an addiction to the sleep. And then you cannot sleep without this particular medication. And I don't like that, so I have to fight it. But if you don't take the medication, then your nerves can kind of freak out. And let me tell you something, when the nerves in your feet start acting crazy, you're not going to sleep. There's a few nights where I would, my body would literally be warm. Everything would be fine. It'd be nice and comfortable, except for my toes. My toes would be frozen. I would fight it off for as long as I can, but it would. My simple remedies. I have one of those oil heaters. It's got some heat to it, so I'll literally put my feet on that if I have to get out of bed and I can't fight it off. If it's that bad, I'll wake up, put my feet in the bathtub with some warm water. It does make go away, but the problem is it wakes you back up and you gotta go to sleep back all over again. But you gotta dry your feet off well, put socks on. It's a pain in the butt. but I've done it. I've done every advance, every advantage, every whatever. So far I've tried everything. If you have an idea, I'm willing to try it. So I did find one. I mentioned their name before, Fingerboard Farms. They're out of Maryland. The owner's name is Dawn. She's awesome. They make all kinds of stuff for sleep and pain, whatever. And literally just the other night, I took one of their Delta 8s. I tried to time it right, like I usually do, so I went to sleep, and I had a fun night's sleep. So last night, I did not have a full night's sleep, nor the night before. So I decided to stay awake today, skip my cat naps, and that's something you could do if you're in my boat. Skip your cat naps, save up on the sleep, no matter how hard it is. Try to stay awake, try to stay conscious, and save the sleep stuff for later. That's really all I got. So I don't know. I'm gonna go to sleep at some point tonight, and I'm hoping I have really happy dreams. And I hope all of you have wonderful, happy dreams too. Good night.